What is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today we're taking a look at another film review. This is a little bit of a shorter film review because it is The Spider Within from Spider-Verse, which is a short film for sort of Mental Health Awareness Month, which I do believe is this month. And Spider-Man made a video for free for everyone to watch on YouTube. Sony Animation, definitely go check it out because it is part of the Spider-Verse lore. It's really cool. They did release it in cinemas a couple of months ago. If you went to watch another film, it was just there before it, like a little short film. It's only 7 minutes long. It's an easy watch, but I do think it's important to talk about, and it is a short film, so we will review it. We will go over it today, and we will talk about it because it is very cool and very important. Because I, like Miles in this movie, I suffer from social anxiety. It's a different type of anxiety than what Miles is dealing with here, but I do have social anxiety, so I do struggle going outside and talking to new people. I have to feel confident. I have to know the person well enough to be able to speak to them confidently. If I don't know them that well, I will be scared to talk to them, and I will overthink absolutely everything that I'm doing, like overthink my breathing, overthink how I'm sitting, overthink how I look, overthink sort of my hand gestures, which I do quite a lot. I do tend to talk with my hands, but that's enough about me. Let's actually get into Google. So, Spider-Verse, Within a Spider-Verse Story. The Spider Within a Spider-Verse Story is a 2023 American animated psychological thriller short film featuring the Marvel Comics character Miles and produced by Sony Pictures Animation. So, how this movie actually starts is with Miles walking home from school with a load of stuff going on in the background, from his parents complaining at him that he's not being focused enough, that he's not doing well on his grades, that he's slipping behind, that he's failing, that his grades are not as good as they used to be. They're sort of hammering down on that, like, hey, what's happening, what's wrong, why are you failing this, that, and the other, you need to knuckle down, you have no responsibility, you are slacking, you're not good, please focus on school. And then we also have the contrasting side where he's Spider-Man. He is being responsible. He is having that responsibility put on him, which he didn't really ask for. He has all these powers. He has all this stuff. And he is trying to be Spider-Man. He's trying to save New York, fight all these different villains, all these different supervillains, and keep him, the people of New York, and his family safe. But he isn't good at that either, because every flashback we see behind him as he's walking home from school is him being beaten the shit out of. He's being punched, kicked, thrown across the buildings, and we see that, and it's him feeling like he's not good enough at school, and that he's not good enough as Spider-Man because he keeps getting his ass beat, and people are getting hurt, shit's getting destroyed. But he goes home, his dad scares the shit out of him and says, hey, I got 3 horror movies, do you want to watch them? And he's like, no, I'm tired. And his dad's understanding. His dad is a good dad. His dad is a fucking amazing dad. I've never had a dad, so I don't have a reference to put it to, other than other media dads. But him and Banjo from Bluey, I think that's his name. The dad from Bluey. Is it not called Banjo? Whatever. They're the best dads. And he understands. He lets him go to his room. And in his room, he starts to have, like, visions, nightmares, he's sweating, he's scared, he has, like, a sleep paralysis demon, which is him in his Spider-Verse suit, but with, like, all black, with, like, glowing orange eyes, and he's beating the shit out of him. He takes him on the train, which was in the Collider, and he's fighting with it, and then it transforms into a giant spider, chases him, explodes into a load of little spiders, and he's having a panic attack. He's scared. He wants all these spiders off him. He doesn't like it. He isn't sure that he has the responsibility of Spider-Man. He isn't sure that he's good enough to be able to do it, and he's seeing this in his sort of visions. He feels alone. He lost all of his friends because they went back to their own dimensions, and they didn't care enough to come back for him. This is set before, what is it? Across the Spider-Verse? Yeah, it's set before that, so it's sort of in between both movies. So he is still worried about his friends, still feeling that loneliness, that he isn't good enough, and that, you know, everyone else is sort of a better Spider-Man than him, and he has no one to talk to. He has no one to sort of check up on to see how he could be doing better. He's in this alone, and he doesn't like that. He's scared. And he keeps seeing these visions, and he ends up sort of calming himself down, seeing his dad sat outside watching horror movies, and he goes to his dad. He goes to talk to someone about how he's feeling. Obviously, he doesn't tell him about Spider-Man, but he tells him about school, and he sort of walks around Spider-Man, saying this other responsibility that he has, and he's scared. But he goes to talk to someone, which is very important. Like, going to talk to someone when you're struggling is the most important thing, because it may sound cliche, it may sound like everyone else is telling you to do this, because it works, because it's true. Going to talk to someone helps so much and will make you feel better. I know it makes me feel better, but like going to talk to someone that I'm confident talking to, that I trust talking to, that I like talking to as well. Going to talk to someone like that always makes you feel better. Like I don't just go talk to anyone. Go talk to someone that you feel safe with, that you feel confident with, that you're happy to talk to, and that you know will actually care. Because some people, like fake friends and fake like people in your life, they won't actually care about you. So please go find someone that will care for you and that will take care of you, like a family member, like a teacher, or even a close friend that you've been friends with for a while. But other than that, that's the story out of the way. Animation wise, this is as high as quality as the actual movies itself. For a 7-minute short film, the quality of this is incredible. There is some references to the spot with how the sort of sleep paralysis Miles looked and sort of acted, with his constant twitching, his eyes constantly whirling and swirling round, and his arm movement as well when he starts turning into the big beast. He also has the iconic Miles room. He has his puffer on. He looks like Miles, and it's awesome. His dad is there. We have the voice actors from the movie. This is basically a little extra bit from the movie. This 7 minutes could have quite easily been in the movie. It looked like they just ripped it out the movie, and it is so fucking cool. One of my personal favorite short films ever. This is like one of the highest quality short films going. It is good. It has a strong message, has a strong meaning, has some really good representation of panic attacks and sleep paralysis demons. Also fucking good, and it definitely deserves that 10 out of 10. Honestly, one of the best movies I've watched so far. I know it's short, I know it's sweet, just that's all it needs to be, short and sweet. It doesn't need to be this overly long, dragged out 2.5 hour movie, but it is still good. It gets the message, it gets the point. It's on YouTube, it's free, you can watch it here right now, so please definitely go check it out after this video. But it is so good. Honestly, the music is fucking banging as well. The music, like in the other Spider-Verse movies, it fits the tone of what's happening. It fits the tone and it fits into the story well. It's environmental storytelling and it is music storytelling, because the music always helps in these Spider-Verse stories. It is just so awesome.